Welcome back to the greatest football analysis show.
Welcome, Jesus.
Don't comment often, but I wanted to say this is literally the greatest football analysis show. I see Vlahovic signed for Juventus after give credit to Ajovic trying to convince him to go to the Premier League. Vlahovic scores on his debut for Juventus.
And Zakaria.
And yeah.
Doing their thing.
Also Vujic a Pringles advert. What a legend.
My brother.
Check it out, man.
Do you know what I was really happy about? What? It looked like something you was happy to do. I saw you like check out your boy in the Pringles. I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I think he's proud of that.
Yeah, it was a experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very intriguing experience. What goes into an advert is mad.
And then what comes out is 5 seconds.
I was in it for 2 seconds, 3 seconds literally. 3 seconds, 4? We shot for 2 days. Been watching Boreham Wood for 5 years, and back then I was working a boring office job, but the steward has taught me that there's no rules. And I quit and now I'm starting my own clothing line. Thanks for the inspiration, guys.
My guy, you saw what my guy done at Gymshark? He's doing his thing.
Every time I see this thumbnail, there's a primal joy that comes forward. My spirit knows it's about to have a nice. I never fail to exclaim the greatest football analysis show before mixing up and watching the latest from the OG football punditry duo. Thank you for bringing good vibes into my life.
Listen, man, we are here. We're probably here because we've done it for so long. We don't know what else to do with our lives, but we are here.
I don't know what to do. But talk about football and analyse in the greatest manner possible. Egypt, Senegal beating Egypt in the AFCON final.
That makes me happy.
Me too. I watched the game. I was in Margate at my friend's. Shout out to Margate, man.
You're at Margate?
Strange town. I liked it though. It's like really quaint, little few spots. The fish and chips is amazing.
Margate?
Yeah, man. Hey, you gotta explore. You gotta explore, man. You know?
This ain't EFL. Big man, I'll tell you one thing, yeah. You're venturing.
I'm venturing.
You are venturing.
Right. But AFCON, a game which I believe Senegal dominated. They look like the better team. I don't know if you watched it. Were you out? Were you partying? Were you not?
I was recovering from Crep's party. Shout out Crep. Happy birthday. Mad thing.
You're in Manchester.
Mane's better than London.
Mane, absolutely incredible.
Volume 5. So.
But yeah, bruv, Senegal, I watched it for us both.
Mad thing.
I'd say just dominant throughout. Towards the last 20, Egypt sort of started getting back into it as Senegal tired, but overall just a better side, more imposing, technically I'd say better, more aggressive in the play in general, and deserved it on penalties. Mane put in it, bang! Because he missed one
during the game.
Yeah.
Like Cristiano. So what did Salah say to him? Did Salah really put him off?
For the penalty in the game, yeah. He told the keeper where Mane was going to go.
And the Mane went that way?
And then, keeper saved it. And then Mane was like, nah, I'm going to go that way. And then, it was like, there's so many little moments in the game. And then I think one of my favourite was the water bottle. The water bottle by the Egyptian keeper during the penalties. Look what they did. They stuck on every player where they shoot their penalties.
Now that is something I haven't... You see football?
This is like old school,
isn't it?
This. Yeah, it's no like metaverse stuff. This is like printed off papers.
Stick it on there. Yeah. Let's have a little reminder. Revision.
I love that. It's
Come on.
It's just genius. But
he's got a calculator in his maths exam.
Mane, legend. Just a legend. Obviously, I've interviewed him. And
well, it's not proof, but carry on.
He's a lovely, that's gone because LFC took it down. Legends. But no, Mane, yeah, man, just a lovely guy. I've got a photo actually on my Instagram.
Do you?
I was in his house.
So it did happen.
It happened.
Because I thought you were just chatting shit like me.
It happens.
Come on, guys.
I got the photo, but no, he's a lovely guy, and I think he deserves it. I wanted Senegal to win. Awesome.
Look at that gaffer.
Yeah, the gaffer. There is a story about the gaffer as well. Poetic justice. 20 years ago, as captain of Senegal, Aliou Cisse and Teranga Lions lost to Cameroon in the AFCON 2002 final, and now in Cameroon, he leads Senegal to their first ever trophy in their history.
It was like cosmic.
So he missed the penalty, lost it in Cameroon like 20 years ago. 20 years later, he manages and he wins it. I love that. It can take 20 years sometimes for your luck to sort of go back around. And Senegal lost the last AFCON.
Yeah.
And it's always something about that. You win one, you lose one. You win one, you lose one.
I've really found that about Senegal, footballing wise, from El Hadji Diouf and that era.
Legends.
So I'm really happy to see what they've achieved come 2022. Because I found out about you in 2002. There was a 2 missing. But now we are here.
With the Le Coq Sportif shirt.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Papa Bobby Diop, one of my favourite players.
Hey, Senegal, man. Absolute legends, man. You lot deserve it, 100%, bro.
And just to carry on the celebrations, you had Johan Koulibaly sleeping with a trophy.
Come on, man.
A photo of Mane with the trophy in bed with him, so they're sharing a trophy around, you know what I mean?
Shout out everyone that took AFCON serious. Shout out Ian Wright and all the people that were definitely trying to persevere and push forward and encourage individuals to respect this tournament and to watch it.
No one knows says
AFCON
is the most football I've ever seen. I love it. It's nice to watch football that's not percentage driven. Like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot from 47 yards. I'm not scared.
I saw people who are proud to represent their country.
Yeah.
And that's what I like to watch.
It was a vibe.
It was a vibe.
Definitely.
Some things I don't understand, like the Tunisia game. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The whistle blown mad early, and some things I don't understand.
Adds a bit of flavour though.
But it adds a bit of flavour. It's not meant to be perfect. That's what AFCON showed you. Even if football's not perfect, it can still be enjoyable. So why are we fighting for perfect football? Leave a comment and let us know, man.
Big up to Edward Mendy as well, who was unemployed maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. He had like a 12 months out of the game. He didn't even have a club. And now he's won Champions League and AFCON. First keeper to ever do that. And yeah, within a year. So yeah, man, big up Senegal, beautiful story. Yeah, just fun. It was nice.
Mendy goes games with his mum. You go raving with your mum.
I have taken mum to Skepta.
There is a connection. You're both goalkeepers.
Yeah.
There's something about goalkeepers that you connect with. David James, even Leno, we went to Arsenal. Yeah. You lot were going to go for coffee. Check.
We're insane. Because if you deep it, a goalkeeper is a man that puts himself in between two sticks and just gets balls driven at him, down his throat, like hits your face sometimes.
Kim K.
And you're meant to enjoy it. And you enjoy it. Like, yeah, I love this. Diving.
It's so true. Like, being a goalkeeper is like going to the bar and saying, can I have Malibu? Like, no one chooses Malibu.
Yeah.
Double Malibu. Grow up, man.
No, goalkeeping is, I think, it would be cool to analyse the personalities of goalkeepers and try and find some correlation of maybe some sort of mental skew that they go towards, or maybe a personality, type that goes to be a goalkeeper. I'd love to actually, maybe not do that study myself. It takes a lot of work, but someone should do that study.
You man go to McDonald's and ask for table service. You man have lost it, fam.
Boreham Wood beating Bournemouth 1-0, non-league side in the 5th round of the FA Cup. What a beautiful story. The FA Cup is the greatest cup competition. If you're watching from a different country, the greatest cup competition that exists probably in the world.
And if you want to know why, just understand the guy that scores is 37 years old. He's a part-time personal trainer, I believe. Like, he's probably played football his whole life wanting an opportunity to do something like this. He now goes to the 5th round to play Everton. The gaffer is Frank Lampard. Like, for a 37-year-old,
brilliant.
That is sensational.
Yeah, basically every tier of English football is in this competition. So as you progress, obviously better teams go further, but sometimes you get a Boreham Wood, you get a non-league side. Even Hashtag at one point nearly made the 1st round, but to make the 5th round as a non-league side is just, it's a great success. Yeah.
In the FA Cup they mix it up, and that's why I'm really, really a big fan of it. Here's something though, because it's kind of hard to talk about some of these stories just because they get broken so quickly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the other stories outside of the game.
Okay.
Glenn Hoddle. Now this is someone I like.
That's the next point.
No way.
Look.
Oh, there he is.
In the script, same wavelength. Because they're going to play Everton. Dele Alli has signed for Everton. We've seen he's come out, dripped out, new hair, new year, new me, new this. Glenn Hoddle comes out and he says, I thought he just got dragged off the street, to be honest. You're going to a new club, put a tracksuit on at least or something.
What's that? Now, these are the things that I don't like. Dele Alli, of course I kill him. I'm an Arsenal fan. You look at his hair, we kill him all the time. But you know what? Donny is making a change, a transition. He wants to change. You're meant to encourage change.
Yeah.
Glenn Hoddle, I can't lie. You're a bit of a wanker of the week for that.
Yeah, Glenn Hoddle's got that vibe of like, he looks like he definitely, maybe runs a nightclub in Essex at one point, maybe a state agency. And he doesn't mind the foreigners.
I like him.
Yeah, I don't dislike him. But he's got that sort of like, this is what I'm here for. I want to see you respect the club. I want to see you put on your suit, put on your tracksuit, put on your...
Hello, doggy. You right, geezer?
Oh, hey, buddy.
You're really cute.
You want to play?
No?
Hey.
I don't think he should have... No, don't listen.
Oh, no. He gave me the... Goodbye.
I really like dogs. Really simple guys.
Cool, isn't it? Well, I'm done trying to understand his angle. Just outdated, isn't it? Well, let us know. Dele Alli, do you like his swag? What do you think of the swag?
Listen, Dele Alli's swag is sometimes alright. It's not fully me, this one, but I'm not going to say to him, oh, mate, put on a tracksuit.
Yeah, I quite like it's quite simple. Like, just it is what it is. Like, bomber jacket, jeans, trainers, like...
I mean, I wouldn't say simple, but yeah, cool.
Look what we wear, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? We have worn some outrageous outfits.
Oh, anti-outrageous.
Like, if he was in the middle of us two right now, no one would be like, they don't hang out. He looks like he hangs out with us.
To me, look at the blue crap. He's trying to do the Everton thing on the feet, and
I think a lot of these things are non-issues, you know, just a non-issue.
like Glenn,
it's kind
out of everything to say, you bring up his.
Yeah, I think.
Well, Glenn, do you want to take him for dinner or
I
something?
think the last 2 years have changed the world to that extent where you're just starting to realise this stuff is just like it's not even a talking point.
A man's walked on the field. He signed for a new club, and the first thing you think about is, I don't like the way he's dressed. Well, then don't dress like that, Glenn. You're having a stinker, Huddle.
Let us know.
And I like Glenn.
What do you think about Dele Alli's outfit choice and Glenn Hoddle's comments? At Nottingham Forest Leicester, a fan came onto the pitch and punched a player. That's just, his face is all. You know what that face is screaming to me? Cocaine. That face is screaming.
Cocaine.
I have done so much cocaine in the toilets.
Was a Leicester City fan?
Yeah.
That man had us. You listen, Leicester City fans. You know I love Leicester.
Stinker.
But you man had a stinker, running around Nottingham, fighting all of that. It was a stinker,
But
an absolute
the
stinker.
player that got punched, he came out after and said, "Had a good game. My jaw hurts a little bit." Like he's having banter with it. I like that as well. Like, he didn't come out and do some mad. He didn't do like no mad statement like, "Oh, I feel like this is the game." He was just like, you know what, banter, got punched, we won. Keep it moving.
Keep moving it. Gotta spit again, sorry man. Because you know what? It's not that deep, but it's deep. It's sad
deep.
to see.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. But guess what?
I don't want to see that.
It could have been a lot worse. Everyone's safe. He's been taken care of. And guess what you do? Just like my parents should have done years ago. You move on.
Yeah. You know what? Flares, shirts off, maybe a few plastic bottles. I understand. It's kind of heat in the moment. But to actually jump onto the pitch and punch someone, it's just dumb, man. It's just dumb.
What do you reckon, man? Leave a comment. Let us know. What do you think about the state of football with the fans? Maybe the fans are starving for some realism from the players. Maybe if everyone was on the same wavelength, we wouldn't get such ridiculous situations. But then you go back in the day and it was a lot worse. So I don't know. Who's got the answers? You, man. Leave comments. Let us know what you think.
Rotherham, our next episode of EFL Explorers will be coming up very soon. Rotherham were up 1-0. Accrington Stanley got a penalty in the last minutes. A Rotherham fan jumps on the pitch and kicks the ball away. Precedingly, Accrington Stanley missed their penalty. And Rotherham win 1-0.
So he done a heroic thing. I'm going to spud you. That is when jumping on the field goes right. My brother.
Like, he's potentially saved his team. I think maybe it's just like people are realising that there's just, none of this.
He looks like he drank coke.
Yeah, he probably had a little, too much sugar.
He drank
Too
coke.
much sugar,
Sugar
the other
rush.
guy. A bit different. Do you agree with him doing that? Is it a good move? Did it save the team?
Is it funny?
It's kind of funny, yeah.
I agree with
I
it.
think this was funny.
I agree with it.
I just think from my angle, football's just becoming so ridiculous and contrived and strange.
It's not. It's becoming so. Life is becoming so.
Like, in
I want
general.
5 minutes of fame. Everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame. They don't know what they want to do with it. They don't know why they want it, but they want attention for 5 minutes. You people have shit parents. You should have got enough attention and love at home, which would have allowed you to go out in the world and be like, if I don't get attention here, at least I got it at home. Or find a fine balance. This is.
I mean,
I
did a bit of that in my life, so.
Yeah, well, I have shit parents.
Yeah, I mean, attention seeking. I've done a lot of that, so I do understand.
Big man, did you run on the field and kick a football whilst in the last?
Yeah.
There's attention seeking and there's running on the field.
That's all right. I understand what you're trying to say.
I even saw who's the guy that used to run on, do the maddest things, that YouTuber that used to do the maddest things.
Vitaly. Yeah.
He's having a stinker right now. Vitaly's having a stinker. He got shifted.
Yeah, he got shifted. Yeah. He
got shifted the other day.
As we move on to Manchester Middlesbrough, we won't give it too much attention, but this Bruno miss was absolutely horrendous. Open goal missed. Ronaldo missed the penalty. Middlesbrough did have there was a bit of a handball in their goal, but they won. And United are out of another trophyless season for them. Poor, man. It's poor.
I've come to the conclusion. Look, everyone knows how I feel about Manchester United. How I've got on Ollie, all of this.
Yeah.
I now don't know the problem at that club. I have no bloody clue, man.
I think, as with our world and everyday society, the problem lies with everyone. It's not one thing, I would say. It's not like there's a problem, there's no problem here. Everyone individually has a problem, having existed in a world which is quite contrived. And we all have our own individual problems. And I think we all take them out and express them in different ways, that things just aren't as cohesive as before, because we can't carry on lying to each other that we don't have problems when we do.
Which is true, but take a look at both Manchester clubs. I slandered Manchester City for making money and doing all of this thing. But Manchester City, essentially, whether I agree with it or not, they look like a fucking family, mate. Raheem Sterling has a couple of issues about at the start of the season, questioning whether he was linked with Arsenal at the start of the season. Right now, Raheem Sterling looks so Manchester City. He doesn't even look like he's looking at leaving. Yeah, no. And at one point, Manchester City, I was thinking, this guy's going to leave, that guy's going to leave. They smooth over their issues. Even with Foden, when he was in Iceland, buy one, get one free. That situation got smoothed over. Manchester United, sorry to cut you, they love pointing the bloody finger. If it ain't Pogba's fault, it's this guy's fault. If it ain't that guy's fault, it's Ollie's. It's always someone's fault. And I begin to wonder, is Man United a business or a family? Because Man City look like a family that runs a business. Manchester United just look like a business with a bag of people involved. They don't look like a family.
I would potentially say, yeah, and maybe a business with just a lack of accountability in every position and leadership. So I think on the pitch it just shows, and it's been poor since Alex Ferguson, that head figure who was a leader, who had them together, running the business. They did well as a family. They look like a family unit. Yeah, once he's gone and it's all just gone to shit. I mean, look, we've had.
So Man United basically the equivalent to the man them in the hood back in the day. No father figure. This is what it looks like years later without a father figure.
Maybe you could say so.
Zlatan said something interesting when he left anyway. He said something along the lines of, from the outside looking in, this looks like a big corporation that's going to the top. And when you get in, it's a lot of small-minded people. Barcelona, they're trying to come back. Aubameyang coming off the bench. Dani Alves scoring. Gavi, I see you, my brother.
Yeah, with Middlesbrough front men up top now. Two men that played at Middlesbrough together are now playing at Barcelona together. But they're honestly, in this life, guys, you can do whatever the hell you want. Put your mind to it and do what you... Yeah, try at least. Because you never know what will happen.
You'll never know.
20 years on, AFCON manager, misses the penalty, wins it in Cameroon. You know what I mean? I used to bang Pringles, now I'm in the ad. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy,
it's
bro.
mad, yeah. My grandma in Croatia can see it. You know what I mean? It's like,
it?
Yeah, it's out in Europe and Canada. So yeah.
Shout out Caleb as well, man.
Shout out Caleb for the casting and the hair growth, which helped me land the role because it was a caveman. If I had short hair, I wouldn't get it.
Why is life so
Life's
crazy,
mad.
man?